Hey everybody, we are back again with another episode of the Nintendo Pipeline Podcast. Another video episode if you're watching on Spotify or on YouTube. Um, and who do I have with me?
Jared, and if you're not watching on YouTube or Spotify, just use your imagination.
And James, who just successfully tanked his first 25-man raid in Final Fantasy.
Humble
Tanked is a
brag.
good thing in this situation.
Yeah, like I played the tank role successfully, not
Fucking bombed
fucked
it.
everything up. That's Clay's
So-
job. That's why
So-
he's using light mode.
Yeah, we'll get it out of the way now. Yes, I use light mode. I don't like dark mode. Sue me. Don't actually. So today we got a firmware update that allows us to have folders, or as they're called here, groups, for your Switch games. And so we decided that we were going to do a video episode of me literally spring cleaning my Switch this week while we talk about stuff. So I'm something of a digital hoarder. So I have a lot of software to organize. So,
I have a question for you, Clay.
Sure, I'm just gonna start going. Have the update loaded.
Do you have eye floaters? Do you know what those are? Are you familiar with the concept?
Yes.
Do you have
Yes.
them?
I do not have them usually, no.
Okay. So I was gonna try to figure out how you use light mode on like everything if you have eye floaters, because they would bug the hell out of me.
Yeah, they don't really bug me.
Because
Ooh,
I don't
can
have a
make
ton,
them.
but I have a couple that I see pretty frequently on super light backgrounds, and that's more or
no.
less why I use.
Oh,
dark.
I see.
That's no good. Okay, so this
I
first
guess-
group, what's it gonna be? What's the theme?
First group is going to be useless stuff, so I like keeping the software that doesn't do anything after the time expires.
So you're gonna put Sega Genesis in
No.
there.
So
Right?
Hot
So
Wheels
the
Unleashed
Switch
in there.
Sports online test, any of the Splatoon online tests that
Pokemon
I stumble
Unite.
into.
Dude.
There's a Mario Tennis one, I think, too.
Is that like Pikachu wearing a Santa hat? Have you just
Oh.
not updated Pokemon
Oh, yeah,
Unite
it
in a
is.
while?
Yeah, you haven't updated you
Fair
in a
enough.
while. You can see how much I've played it.
I haven't played it since like September of last
Oh.
year, so I have an older icon than that. I'm sure.
I see a Fuse demo.
That's fine. That's not that still works. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
but you don't
these
need
not,
that.
Are these not in any particular or?
By time played.
Yeah, and we're gonna also put it so that it's games that I've downloaded and not just like every cart I've ever entered into my
So
Switch.
if you
'Cause that is
can't
a new
use
feature.
something anymore, why would you keep it installed and wasting space?
I don't know. I keep it. Next question.
No, I like that question a lot.
Is this? I don't know if this one is.
There's like an arms test punch you missed.
Oh, thank you. I forgot about the arms test punch.
Yeah. Big
and
Brain
the
Academy.
demo.
No, that's
I don't
usable.
think you
I'm
can use
talking-
the demo.
Yeah, you can.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah, you can just play it over and over again. You suck, but you can.
So I've
use it
created
over and over
one folder so far, and it's for my NSO stuff. So it's NES, SNES, 64, Genesis, the Japanese ones that I have. I need Super Nintendo still, and
These are both.
what's it called?
So
Pac-Man and Pet Tetris 99.
my thing is like the nature of how the Switch works. With it like putting the most recent software that you used at the front of the list. I've
Mhm.
actually never felt that folders were all that necessary. I understand why people would want them. I used them on
Yeah.
the 3DS because like if you don't on the 3DS, it's a disaster, especially if you have
Yeah.
like ambassador games.
I think the biggest issue is stuff like the NES app. Like I haven't touched that in months, but I'm like, oh, I want to see that, and then I don't have to look like through my entire library to find that. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Here we go. Special online demo, online tournament demo.
I'm sorry. I think I
Mario
interrupted
Tennis.
your train of thought, though. And I apologize for that.
You have Overwatch?
I have DLC for Overwatch, I believe,
DLC for
Why?
Overwatch.
because it was free. I can't totally remember what Overwatch related thing is on there, but I'll check in a minute once I finish.
But it means
this
you
group.
have Overwatch data
And why?
wasting space in your Switch.
I mean, yeah, but I've never launched it. It's not that much data, to be honest.
Okay,
It's
not.
like
It's not the whole game.
No. It's like a
That would be
DLC
very
skin
funny.
or something. Yeah.
Why do you
I haven't up.
have Pokemon Home if you don't play Pokemon?
Well, I have Arceus now, and
But
there was a thing. I think if you like opened an account, you got a Pokemon. So I was like,
but you
whatever. I don't
don't
give a
play
shit.
Pokemon.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. I don't give a shit.
What?
Where the hell is
Hold on.
Splatoon?
So I have a question. Do you have a
Yeah.
dog?
I do not. I do not have a dog.
So if you went to the grocery store and like saw on the app that like you just get a free can of dog food, like you don't have to buy anything. It's just one of those like freebies.
Right.
Would you get the can of dog food?
Probably not. I
Okay.
might get it for someone else.
What
That
if
would
you
be
need
the
like an
situation
Okay,
emergency
sure.
ration?
I'm not talking about for somebody else because you're not holding
Yeah.
on. Are you holding on to that Pokemon for somebody else?
No, that Pokemon's for me, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright, I think that's all of them.
Yay, this is the worst category.
The best category?
Why do you even need this category? Because these are stuff you're never going to touch.
Yeah, I like having promo software all in
You should-
in one slot.
You should name this folder Brainworms.
Yeah. Pack rat.
I have a similar folder on my 3DS, but it's more useful than this because the stuff in it is actually functional still.
I actually have 2 folders on my phone called utilities and boring for just like stuff I just didn't know where to put. It's called it boring.
I forgot that I
Hey.
wanted to put Super Mario Bros. 35 in here because it's also dead.
This is a call out to our editor Ness _. I want you to go on the YouTube and find the theme song to the show Hoarders, and have that playing in the background through this entire process.
But not
I
actually
despise
because we'll
you.
get sued.
Yeah, we'll get.
And go to
Yeah,
jail.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good. Yeah, no, obviously not.
That's one category done.
Let's make
All
a
right.
good category now.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do just a general demo category, like actual functional demos,
Oh sweet lord!
Another
because I have a
boring
lot of
one.
those. I'm starting the boring ones.
I want like
getting the boring
non-factual
out of the
ones.
way.
I want like
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
getting
like
boring
categories for
ones.
like feelings, like
I'm
happy.
getting. I'm happy. I don't do mood. I don't organize my game by like mood ring.
Shouldn't you?
No,
Like,
I don't like that.
If you're happy, what games do you play?
I'm happy. I'm playing a game. That's about it.
Do you play
Um,
Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition a lot?
No, that was a free DLC for a limited time for
Oh my gosh.
something. Yeah. See, I told you all. Oh man, this is annoying. I have to change this every time.
My opinion of Clay is just going down and down as this episode
Listen.
goes on. Light
Oh, right.
theme, hoarding.
I forgot that there are other demos that I didn't put in there, like the one you can't re-download for like the one where they got feedback for Bravely Default.
Are you a big Bravely Default fan?
Oh yeah, huge Bravely Default.
And
Didn't
you
we
pla-
rank
No.
that the worst Nintendo exclusive of last year?
We did.
I'm not.
and you've
I'm
played
not.
both of those demos start to finish?
Yeah, every definitely, completely. So these are normal demos, not special demos. I'll explain momentarily.
I don't want you to
Nothing.
explain. No, it's
Nothing
fine.
about this is normal.
Listen, we all have our vices.
Yeah, that's true.
This is mine.
I've been up till 2 a.m. the past 3 nights playing Final Fantasy 14, and I haven't stayed up past midnight in like a year.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
Yeah.
there are a lot of demos on here, by the way, that I've
I-
also like never played.
Speaking of MMOs, I still need to buy like the new Guild Wars expansion, which that's my brainworm, is that I do not even have a max level character in that game, yet I bought the first 2 expansions.
So I'm gonna go
Good.
ahead and assume that you don't own Mega Mix, not Hatsune Miku, but since
I
there's,
do not.
since there's free DLC for it, that's why it's there.
Nope, this is a demo. This is a demo.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, yes.
Did
it
you
would be
enjoy the
there if I
demo?
had 3D. I did not play the demo.
I feel like I shouldn't tell you this, but there is free DLC for Hatsune Miku
I might
Project
redeem
Diva
that.
Mega
Yeah.
Mix.
Wait, so
Usually,
do you
if
plan
I
to play
do-
these demos?
I usually just forget that I have them, and that's why I don't play them.
So is this
having
like
them
a-
in a folder might help.
Is this like a weird preservationist thing?
Yes.
These are
Where like if you like just out of like just like one day maybe like somebody will need these files.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I guess I can kind of understand it from that
That's another
Perspective.
limited one I have to add. The tech test for that piece of shit.
I think
Wait, so do you
the-
actually have Mario Kart Live, or
I do.
Okay.
I do own
is
Mario
it
Kart
is it
Live.
good?
I haven't played it yet.
You have.
That's gonna be the answer on a lot of these. I'm
Have
just
you ever
telling
booted
now.
it?
I booted the software.
Yeah, but you've never driven the remote control car around?
No, not yet.
That could be a
What is your-
fun. That could be a really fun video episode, just driving around someone's house with that.
Yeah.
See, that's another one right there that I forgot.
And then we can judge you further.
I mean, yeah, I knew you were gonna do that anyway, so it's fine.
I can't. You've never driven it before?
No, I haven't gotten around to it, man.
Well, you know that you don't have to like set everything up to just drive it around, right? Like you
You
can
just have some fun.
Yeah, I haven't opened it. That's the thing.
like
I have
well
all those things in there.
before I. Well, you don't even have to set all the things up just to drive the car around,
Yeah,
and
but
still have it
he hasn't
up
opened
with
the
video.
box yet.
Yeah, like I haven't opened the box yet.
Jesus,
That's
that's like
another one.
$100, dude.
Who says I paid $100 for it?
Okay, it's like probably like $60, $70.
Did you
They've been
steal it?
cheper than that.
And
'Cause
maybe
I've been
I did
keeping the-
steal it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's baller as hell.
Maybe I did steal it.
That will.
Man,
would
I didn't realize how many demos I had on here. I'm not.
Yeah, I
gonna
bet
lie.
you didn't. Is that game named Wrecked? Like REK?
That's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
It was
Clever.
part of one of those free game chains. This is free deal. No,
That's
I don't
just the
remember.
game. That's just Rogue Company. You just
Yeah.
have Rogue Company installed.
I don't see it. It doesn't specify when you're on this screen, but it specifies when you're like on the actual software screen.
So I'm gonna organize my categories like a normal person,
That's overrated.
by my moods, and right now
By your
I'm designing my
moods.
angry category,
Uh-huh.
my furious, raging category.
Yeah.
So
Is that a test fire that you missed? Put it in the.
No, so it doesn't remove any of them when you add them to groups, so you can add
Yeah.
multiple games to multiple groups,
Mhm.
which is cool but also annoying.
there was a meme picture online of like someone filled every single category with Fortnite, or like
Good.
Fortnite was like the first game in all of them. They had 0 space left. Tumbleseed's a good game.
I like Tumbleseed. I have played that a
It's
bit.
too hard, but it's good.
It's pretty hard, which is fine.
I didn't know the Switch had a Twitch app.
Yeah, it's somewhat recent.
Oh, okay. If it's like new.
I actually don't have that either. I don't think I have YouTube though.
It's yeah, I heard it's not great.
When I was
I
when I
opened
was
it
out
like once.
when I was out a computer, I used the YouTube app on the Switch to watch Nintendo Directs and other such live streams on my
Mhm.
TV.
Man, those were dark days. That was a while.
Don't actually
Sucked,
know
man.
what this is.
You don't know what it is.
I'm pretty sure it's a demo, but I don't actually know for sure.
Uh-huh.
All right, so that's 92,
I have 92 demos that you'll never play in your life.
and I'm gonna. I would put them in order right now, but I don't feel like it. So
We
this
don't
What
have
is
order?
alphabetical. I didn't
Oh,
do them
God.
entirely in alphabetical because I was like clicking quickly.
Does demos have an ES?
It depends. Some people use it, some people don't. I vacillate between the two. So I forgot something in here. Surprise. The Octopath and the Bravely demos that
This
were.
is actually going to be our longest episode of all time.
It's not going to be our longest. I kind of promise.
Do these
what order?
are the Bravely and Octo demos not functional still?
There are some that were like the ones where they gathered feedback, and those are no longer available for download, but they still function.
Okay.
Actually, that will probably go into a different folder. Never mind. Don't mind me.
James, have you made any
Octopath-
folders yet?
No, and I probably won't, honestly.
Whoa.
I just don't. I like digital organization a lot. Like my computer gets, I go through like phases where just everything gets sorted and
Yeah.
getting nice spots in my PC. But like I said on the Switch, I don't really I don't see the need.
I like it for
Alright.
like the retro stuff that I don't play a lot. I really like
Right.
organizing
Oh.
my Steam library. I find that like sort of relaxing in a way.
I did remember something else that I wanted to put in here. So this was a pre-order thing that someone was kind enough to give me a code for. It's the M2 8-bit remake of Steins Gate. Like,
Oh,
it's just that
is it
game,
fun?
but as an NES. I haven't opened it yet.
Dude, Clay is not gonna play a visual novel.
And this is the pre-order bonus for Dragon Ball Fighters. It was the really bad SNES Dragon Ball Z fighting game.
Oh, nice. Is it fun?
It's the it's weird. I tried that one. It's
Wow.
weird. I put that one in promo because it's special.
Do you not have
Okay.
Pinball FX?
I do.
Oh, I didn't
I
see
have.
it on
I think I have all the free pinball ones. So now we're gonna do a retro category because that's more fun.
But-
And I'm
So
going
Donkey
to
Kong
hide.
Country, Tropical Freeze, and what else?
One, I actually don't own the Switch version of Tropical Freeze.
Okay, I'm out. See y'all later.
Do you have Skyrim?
But-
That's a retro game now.
I hate you. I do not have Skyrim, and I never will have Skyrim. Let's get the arcade archive stuff
have,
in here
like,
for starters,
5 copies of Skyrim.
and
I
we'll
have
get
one.
this in here.
I have it on Steam.
Awesome P.
Oh,
Awesome
shit.
P. Awesome P.
I think I forgot to put the Ballon demo in. Oh no.
Awesome P.
You should
No.
put the Ballon demo in the
Awesome
useless
P.
trash.
Oh, and I
missing
missed
Awesome
this
P.
too.
Clay,
I
please
keep saying
click on
stuff
Awesome
that-
P.
No, I don't want Awesome P.
It's like
Awesome
it's a
P
retro
blows.
game.
No, it's a demo.
Oh.
It sucks.
How,
This is
how much
classic.
space
See,
do
this
you
is
have on
retro.
your SD card?
A lot. I'll show you in a minute.
I mean,
I
just
have
what's
one
the
of
size
the-
of it?
So there's 2 versions of Keen Dreams on the eShop,
Uh-huh.
and like the one came out, it went like really cheap. I'm like, whatever, I'll buy it for $2. And then like a separate publisher put out another one that has extra content, and I'm like still kind of annoyed about it.
Do you have a terabyte card?
I have a 512, I believe.
Oh.
You have to remember that he doesn't buy any like actual video games.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
digitally.
yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
my
my
stuff
card
is
has like
primarily
100, like, no, I have like an okay amount of space left, and I have like 256 gigs, but I buy most
See,
of my stuff
and I
digital.
missed that too. I missed the open beta. Forgot about that.
I pre-ordered
I'm gonna put-
Kirby physically, but I might cancel it to get it digital because I don't want to wait till like next Thursday.
I'm gonna put Duke in there.
Yeah, every time a new game comes out that I buy digitally, I basically have to delete something to make room for it, which
Yeah, see-
is fine. And
Yeah.
I have a 512, so it's not
Oh.
like I have a small one, but
Yeah.
I went pretty hog wild on Capcom sales one year, which was
Yeah.
actually
Oh.
a real waste for the Mega Man stuff because those games run like just abject garbage on the Switch, except for like the second half of Mega Man X Collection.
Is Legacy Collection 2 all right?
No,
Like the one with Mega Man 9 and 10?
no.
No, man, that's upsetting. That's the one I wanted.
Well, I guess 9 and 10 are fine,
Yeah, I mostly
but
care about
7
9
and
10.
8 are not.
Gotcha.
I had to play 7 when I was going through all the Mega Man games. I had to play 1 through 8 on emulator.
See, I keep seeing demos I missed.
Clay,
This
did
is
you put
upsetting.
go up a bit? Up. Did you put Jump Rope Challenge in your promo folder?
No, because it's still available.
Oh, they never took it down. Okay.
They never took it down.
They were negged on that.
They were like,
It's a great
nah, we'll
game.
let you keep your jump rope game.
It's maybe one of the
remember-
best Switch games.
This
I remember
is-
when people were like, "Oh, they're gonna do that with Mario 35," and then they fucking
And then they
yeah.
didn't.
Namco, you missed Namco.
This game,
go
so this
up.
game,
Namco.
no, that is the free version
Oh
of
my
Namco Museum.
God.
It's just the multiplayer version, so it's going in a
Oh.
different group. Ninja Striker is actually very good. I would recommend that to anybody. It's a fun little action game, very combo based. All right. Anyway, do I actually own Ninjala? Oh no, that's right. That's a free game.
It's a
I
free-to-play
forgot.
game.
I haven't updated it like
Nobody
ever.
owns Ninjala.
I was gonna delete this a while ago and then kind of forgot to. So no, nobody, nobody.
Wait. Are you putting the NSO games in here instead of in their own category? Yikes.
Correct. I'm putting those in this
Oh my
one
God,
because
that's
they are
disgusting.
retro titles.
Yeah, but they're
Kinda-
NSO titles.
I was
You've-
kind of thinking about putting Pac-Man and Tetris in there just because, but like I don't know if I will.
We should make an NSO folder.
That's what
I was
have.
going to. But there's so much overlap with that and retro stuff that I don't know that I'm going to bother. So I might just put Pac-Man and Tetris
Yeah,
in
just
the
do
retro
it.
folder because it's close enough.
Yeah, they're retro-ish.
You know, I'm going to do that and everyone can bite me who doesn't like it.
Is that Sid Meier's Pirates?
Where do you see that?
Right.
Above
Definitely,
Pokemon Home.
definitely not.
Not so
Definitely
much.
not that. Yeah, I think that was part of a free game chain.
What the fuck
Uh,
is Powertris?
Free game chain. So the answer is I don't know. Not good is the most likely answer. Here we go. Saboteur. Saboteur 2. These I'm actually going to separate the Sega Ages stuff. I like
Why
having
the
them in their
retro
own thing.
games?
They're
Because
No,
I like
retro
having them.
games.
I
No,
like
you-
having them in their
you
own
can't
category.
separate them unless
Sorry.
the NSO stuff is separated.
Too bad.
Your categorizing
My
sucks.
my categorizing is by my needs, not logic. This is just a demo, right? Yeah. I have Stern Pinball too.
Yeah, that's
Super.
bad.
Oh, is that called Super Sisters? Is that one of
Super
those like anim?
Systems.
What was?
This?
No, Up.
It's
right.
a Mahjong game where you reveal.
Oh, Strikey Sisters.
Strikey Sisters.
That one,
So-
it's like Arkanoid, but like you control a character.
Do you get any
Switch
fun
and Shoot
like
is cool,
JPEGs
too.
at the end?
No. This
Do their
is-
clothes come off?
No. There's no clothes coming off.
Yikes!
See, I have Pinball Arcade. I know Pinball FX3 is here too.
Yeah.
Timberman, honestly, that game is great in multiplayer. I'm going to be making a category of like local multiplayer games on here because I always forget what I have.
I can't
We'll
imagine
cross
why.
that in there, too. Yeah, I don't know.
Watermelon. I want to go to the watermelon party.
Yeah, I don't remember what that's another free game
Watermelon
chain.
party.
It's another free game chain.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna put
Does the Mega Drive
that
Japanese
into-
one have any different games yet?
not as of now, no.
Okay. But N64 might at some point.
Yeah,
If
custom Robo is pretty much
Do they? What if they might just put it on there? They put
So,
like a few of the
I hate
SNES
this.
ones.
I hate this. I hate that they're the same icon, and the only difference is that one of them doesn't have a dash and is all caps. So there's that.
That's very.
We're gonna. I like that you can sort these
Yeah.
in order.
I think one of the reasons I wouldn't want to
No.
ever really do something like
No.
this is because, like, digital organization on a computer is fine because the interfacing is easy.
Yeah.
Using buttons to do shit like this would eventually drive me to not want to do it.
I lied. I hate this organization system
I wouldn't.
because it just shifts everything
My
over.
categories would not be this complicated to organize. I will say I would have like a max of like 10 things in each one, so I can actually know what's in there.
Usually,
I say that
would
though I do
not.
have a first party Nintendo one, which I need to like figure out. How
Let
to
me
spin
guess.
Too.
Yeah, that
Well-
actually worked.
It's like on the 3DS, I have an NES game folder, a GBA game
Yeah.
folder,
Same.
and then like a Game Boy / Game Boy Color folder, and then a DS
No.
/ 3DSware folder,
Okay.
and then everything else is just whatever.
Yeah.
I officially
I
despise.
miss the
I officially.
PC so much.
I officially despise how this works because if you put something in, it just shifts everything
Yeah. Like
instead of
a
just
iPhone
swapping
screen.
places with it. Yeah. So this is going to be annoying, but so like I'm gonna put like all the Nintendo arcade archives. Actually, I have to put Donkey Kong Jr. there.
I thought we agreed that you would organize it later.
I was going to, but this category is small enough that I'll do it now.
Small enough, huh?
Yeah, I have a very specific idea for how this needs to be. So those are all the arcade archive stuff that's like Nintendo specific that I own. And then we have another arcade archives, it's Neo Geo. And then I'll put Pac-Man and I'll put Tetris up here too. Oops.
Is
But I
the
feel
only
like putting-
the only arcade archive you own for Neo Geo is Garo?
Yeah, currently.
You
Yeah.
need
that will change later.
God, you
That's-
need
that was
the
pretty
currency
legit.
one. What the game is that called?
Oh man, you know
Money
something?
Puzzle Exchange.
Yeah, you need Money Puzzle
I just-
Exchange.
I just realized that I'm upset because I do own Fire Emblem 1 and I want to put it with the Nintendo stuff, but like this fits so well. Whatever, it's going
So
over here.
is that the only Fire Emblem game you've ever purchased?
Wait,
No.
why don't you have Fire Emblem next to NES instead of Namco, and then Namco could be next to the other Namco game?
I agree, yeah. I'm still sliding stuff
yeah, it's
around.
disgusting as it is right
Shut
now.
up. You're disgusting.
Absolutely filthy.
So I do own Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on GameCube. That was the only Fire Emblem game I ever bought.
Oh, nice. You're a
Damn.
big
Do
Fire
you
Emblem
still
fan?
do you still
No.
have it?
I do.
Nice.
Well, if you ever need some like extra cash, you can flip that business pretty easy at least.
Where's Oh, Vassar collection is really cool.
Unfortunately, no one's gonna want to buy your digital copy of Fire Emblem One.
You should
Yeah,
put
I mean,
Saboteur next to Saboteur 2. I think that would be a good
That's going to happen, yeah. I'm just figuring out where everything else
I
kind of
deeply
goes.
love how we're 30 minutes into this shit show, and you are two categories in.
We're gonna cut
We're
this
not.
off at an hour. At like an
We're
hour,
not.
so we're just gonna
We're
be
not.
like,
We
bye,
are
bye,
not.
bye.
We are not 30 minutes into this. Shut up. Put that there. See, that almost kind of works.
Okay, I guess that's fair. We did have a bit of a long.
I don't like
preamble
Dragon
this
Ball
time,
Z
but-
instead of Fire Emblem next to the Nintendo games.
You like it like that?
I also would rather have Tetris and Pac-Man next to the other NSO things.
So hold on though. Wait a minute. You're giving Sega Ages its own folder, but not
Yeah.
Arcade Archives.
Because I don't have as many of them. That's why. If I get more, when I get more of them, they'll probably get their own.
Yeah,
folder.
but that would just be a hassle. You could have just saved yourself time.
Anyway, retro is what this will be called for now. I don't
Oh,
like that name,
God,
but we're
so-
gonna leave it like that.
Muffin, what have you been up to? I'm
Sega Ages time.
I feel like my mind is
Yeah.
like inverting.
They added a new like melty smiley face, and that's how I feel right now. I feel like melty smiley face. I've been pretty
Sega
good. I've been
Ages.
playing Tunic, which is it's not on a Nintendo platform yet, but I'm sure it'll be on Switch in like 6 months. It's fantastic. It's
Oh,
like,
you think it'll get ported? I thought that it was like I thought Microsoft had some kind of exclusivity.
I don't
deal.
think so. I think
Coming
it's
to
just,
PS4.
yeah, I think it's just a Game Pass thing. So I think in a year
It's
or so
on
they'll-
PS4.
It's coming to it, I believe.
Oh, word! I actually
Saw
didn't know
something
that.
about it.
I guess I just associated that with Microsoft.
Well,
because,
yeah, they've been advertising it for a while.
It was like I guess I thought it was like a Cuphead situation, but now that I remember, Cuphead's on everything too, isn't it?
Yeah, and Ori as well, but I don't think it's even as close as those. But
Okay,
yeah,
this-
it's like Zelda plus some Dark Souls plus some Fez. Do you know anything about the basic premise?
I know that you're a fox, and I
Yeah.
know that it looks a lot like Zelda.
Yeah, so it's a fox, you look like Zelda, but the coolest thing is they tell you literally nothing like about how to play, and the way you find out how to play is, one, figuring it out yourself, and two, finding pages of a manual. So you have a like digital manual in the game, which looks like a manual from the 80s. The art in it is absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could buy a physical version of it. It's like that cool looking of a manual.
Yeah, give it
See,
6 months;
look-
it'll be on Fangamer.
Yeah, that would be
There's
so
a-
cool. It's so
there's
you
another
can also
one.
zoom in. Oh, the Dark Souls network test.
Network test, yeah. I'm looking for multiplayer stuff that is local now.
Yeah, but yeah, you can zoom in really far. Doom is local, by the way. The Doom 1 and
Wow.
2.
Is it?
Yeah, split screen.
Oh, okay. I'll include it then.
Yeah, so collecting the manual pages is cool. Like you don't even have a map until you find the map page of the manual, but
That's
that
cool.
actually does show you where you are. So
That
it's
kind of
not
reminds
like,
me of Hollow Knight.
Oh, is that? Do you have to find a map in that game?
You find the map. Yeah, essentially So in Hollow Knight, when you get to a new area, you don't have the map, but there are like there's like a trail on the ground. It's a little somewhat inconspicuous, but like you learn to pick up on the trail, like what you're looking for as you play through the game more,
Oh,
and
that's
it'll lead you to the map maker man, and then he'll give you the map for the area
Oh, that's cool.
once you find him.
I'm going to be missing a ton of
Yeah,
multiplayer stuff.
that's how
here.
this is somewhat too. There's sometimes you'll be like, there's one area I was at early in the game, and I've still not found the map page for it, and I'm wondering if I just like missed something, which you can just easily miss things in this game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like games like that.
Also, another really cool thing is you'll like complete a hard area or something, and then you'll like find a shortcut to get somewhere, and it'll bring you back to like whatever, like the first bonfire or something, like in Dark Souls, and you'll be like, oh my god, if I knew that secret was like behind that tree, I could have gotten to this area in the first minute of the game.
Yeah, see, we call that level design. It's a lost art on a lot of.
Yeah, no, it's oh my god, it's so good. The bosses are pretty cool too. They're kind of like they're not like Dark Souls. They're more like Zelda-y, but they can be hard. But not like super unfair. I feel like you can get enough tools to get past them.
I feel like we heard about that game for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Very minor, very like non-descriptive trailers, and then all of a sudden it was just out one day.
Yeah, and it could have easily ended up like below, which I feel like once it came out, nobody cared about below. But
I
I
don't
feel
even know
like
what Below is.
Below was another indie one that was at like 5 E3s or something.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful art, but I feel like nobody talked about it once it came out. But this seems to be getting really good traction.
Though the problem is that like, not the I guess it's Below's problem. Tunic has the distinct advantage of having a very cute fox
Yeah,
as the main character, so everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's a cute fox dressed like that elf boy from the Zelda that I like."
yeah. The fox is cute. The visuals are like beautiful. It's like a retro inspired game without like being like pixel art, which I really like. That it's not just like the same like basic pixel art you've seen like all over the place.
Man, I'm looking at Tunic right now, the like character, and they really just made Link.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And it's fine. That's not really. I'm not complaining or anything, but it's like the shield is the same colors.
Yep, he's literally like it's they're not hiding that. There's Zelda influence.
I do have to ask because I think Fez is a big pile of garbage. What did Fez? What like Fez DNA are you feeling in it?
Some of the music reminds me of Fez.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
And
that's the
just
part of Fez I like. So
some of like the world mystery part of like languages you can't understand, and
okay.
just like it's definitely not quite as puzzly as Fez, at least not yet. Though I wouldn't put it past it that there's some like weird overall puzzle that I just haven't figured out yet.
How many QR codes have you had to scan?
None yet, but like
Okay.
I'm like 7 or so hours into it, and there's like items that I won't spoil anything, but there's like items that I had. I'm like, what the hell does this do? And then I'll just like try something, and I'll be like, oh my god, that's it. And then I'll get like a manual page that's like, this is how you do this. I'll be like, well, I figured it out before they told me, so I feel good.
That's pretty tight. I think I'd be into that. I'll have to give that a shot.
I think you'd like it. It's on Game Pass. I think it's on Game Pass PC as well.
I feel like it kind of is coming out at an inconvenient time for a lot of people because like this seems like it would have scratched a similar itch that like Elden Ring does.
I would say they're definitely different enough, but I know where it's coming from. That like after Elden Ring, you might want to play something like Kirby instead of like another kind of difficult game where you have to figure things out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fully put Elden Ring down to play Tunic, and I really like Elden Ring. I can't wait to get back to it. But like
I've kind of not shelved Elden Ring, not on like any kind of purpose, but FF14, man.
Are you playing with friends or just by yourself?
Right now I'm mostly playing by myself because it's like trying to get through the MSQ stuff. That stands for main story quest. Final Fantasy XIV is a distinctly strange MMO in that the main story matters a whole lot. It's almost obviously Final Fantasy has a better starting point for something like that than World of Warcraft would, because World of Warcraft has something it has to follow. Final Fantasy has something that it just has to honor, right? Like, you can put all this, you put a bunch of fan servicey shit in World of Warcraft, and it feels fine, but also kind of weird because it's like, yeah, at some point you have to probably fight Arthas, who is the Lich King now, but like, what does that mean, right? It's like they have to make good on story beats from an old game, which Final Fantasy doesn't have to do. They can just, play fast and loose and do whatever the hell they want. But they still manage to bring in stuff from the old games. Like I just did the raid series I did 2 of the 3 raids. It's called the Crystal Tower, which is a place from Final Fantasy 3, and that's full of not just bosses that are in the Final Fantasy 3 Crystal Tower, but full of bosses from across Final Fantasy 3, like Scylla and King Behemoth,
That's really
and
cool.
even Zand, I think is how you pronounce his name. It's like Zande. It's very, very cool how they integrate some of that stuff into the game, and it feels. And there's still some fan servicey stuff too that doesn't really make any sense. Like you can get like a little wind up toy that looks like Cloud, or a little wind up toy that looks like Tidus or Yuna, and they're like little minions. Like WoW had little minion pets.
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
fine.
yeah, no, it doesn't matter at all. But everything about this game is crazy to me. So far, like first of all, and this is shocking, and like you might not even believe me, but the
I
community
don't.
I have met in all of the time that I've spent playing so far, I've been playing for about 3 weeks now. Maybe probably more like closer to a month now. I think my free month trial time had just run out today or yesterday, and I've met one person who was questionably toxic. Everybody else has been almost like creepily nice.
Hmm.
I think it's only creepy because it feels weird because you're used to playing games online and people are just nightmares. But everybody is super encouraging. Um, if a wipe, like that means everybody dies, the whole party dies in a dungeon. Like when that happened in WoW, you had to brace yourself, right? Someone was gonna get pissed, and someone was gonna start calling you slurs, and somebody was gonna they were gonna take it out on you, and odds are
Reminds
they
me
were
at
gonna
home.
they might even leave the group. But I wiped on a few instances, and I'm doing the stupid thing of like I'm not learning the game as a DPS. I'm like I'm gonna play this game as a tank,
I don't
which
think
is
that's
like
stupid at all.
well it's the most it's the role with the most responsibility on it, you know, because you're responsible for the pace of the dungeon. You're responsible for pulling everything. You're responsible for keeping the bosses and enemies in places that are safe for everybody else to do their job.
Yeah, but you also
Um,
have MMO experience, and I
I
feel like
do.
once you've tanked in one MMO, you understand the concepts pretty well.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's very funny when I tell groups, I'm like, because I'll be like, hey, listen, I'm new. I've never done this place before. If there's a boss mechanic I need to know about, more or less it's like I know not to stand in things that are shiny most of the
Yeah.
time because that's like a death sentence in MMOs. But every once in a while the developers throw a curveball and they're like, no, you gotta stand in this shiny thing this time. And it's like, um I just want to know when. See, I tell people like, "Hey, I'm new. Just tell me if there's anything I need to know to make this go smoothly." And like, I think when I tell them that, I'm like, "Man, they're gonna expect this to be a nightmare, right?" But then I like run in and I just pull like half the instance at once and rotate the cooldowns, and I'm fine. It's like, oh, they're probably like, "Wow, this what the fuck." Um, but every once in a while, like, yeah, a mistake happens and we full wipe, and the people are just, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, that was probably my fault. And they're like, oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. We'll just do it again. You know, we
Do
failed
you lose a lot
together.
of
And,
progress when you full wipe, or just like
uh,
checkpoints?
there's checkpoints. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, you don't lose any more progress than you would in a World of Warcraft dungeon, and
Okay.
people still get really mad in
Mm-hmm.
World of Warcraft
Oh
dungeons.
yeah, of
Or at
course.
least they did when I played. I haven't played that game since
I will say
2013.
WoW Classic had a really nice audience. Like
That's
that
cool.
that had a really good sense of community. I'm sure it's like gone now, Man, the first like few months of WoW Classic was really magical. Like, that was great times.
That's
Yeah, I heard that was a really good time, and then
Well, people just fell off because
yeah,
that game takes a lot of time to level up.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
another thing about this. The leveling is fast. I already have 3 classes at level 50.
Oh wow, is that the max level?
No, it's the max level for A Realm Reborn, which is like the first.
Yeah.
That's like the World of Warcraft, and then you move into the Heavensward expansion, which is like the Burning Crusade.
So if I just wanted to play one class, and one class only,
You would be level 50. So, the caveat is that you could get to a class to level 50 in probably like 5 or 6 hours if you just ground it out through fates. And fates are like, I think Guild Wars has something similar to fates. Like you're running around on the field and like an enemy will spawn or something, and it's like if you stand in this area and fight that enemy, you get like it's like a quest, but it's
So,
not
like,
a quest that you pick up from a town.
yeah, like group
And-
events.
And yeah, it's like and a group can do it. Like if someone runs up and
Guild Wars
helps you,
has
they
a
get
ton of
credit
those.
for it too.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, I
There-
fucking
you-
love Guild Wars.
you could grind those fates. There's another cool thing in that there's a hunting log where it's like instead of taking a bunch of kill quests, you just have a log that's like, hey, in this area kill 3 of these, in this area kill 4 of those, in this area kill 5 of those, and when you fill those meters up, you get a big chunk of experience, and when you finish a page of them, you get a massive chunk of experience. You could get to level 50 just doing that and grinding dungeons pretty easily, but you have to do all the main story quests.
Yeah. So
To actually
that's the
progress
thing
through the
that'll
game.
take the time.
That's the thing that takes the time. However, the main story quest stuff is extremely, extremely easy, and the vast majority of it, at least in A Realm Reborn, is talk to a person, run over to another person, talk to them, and then run back and be like, okay, this person said that, or et cetera, et cetera. It's a lot of just like talking to NPCs over and over and over and over. I hear that gets better. I hear that The Realm Reborn is easily the worst for that kind of stuff. But the writing is fun. It was certainly nothing to write home about at first, but it's already getting a lot more interesting and a lot more intriguing.
Yeah, I've heard it's a lot better after the first area.
Beating 2.0, which there's a kind of a weird stall between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, because there was a long time between the release of A Realm Reborn and Heavensward.
The
because
patches.
of yeah. So once you hit level 50, you finish 2.0. But then you have to go through all the stuff that came out between Heavensward coming out and Realm Reborn finishing, which I have been told is like used to be like over 100 quests, but they've cut it down like to like 50 or 60 or something like that.
Good.
And I'm kind of in the middle of that stuff now. And right
So
now it's starting to get interesting.
I need y'all's help on this one. So I want to make a category of stuff that I'm intending to play soon that I haven't played yet.
How am I gonna know what you've played and haven't
Well,
played?
I
dog?
need to no, I mean I need to figure out what I want to pick, and it pretty much would be like I'm picking a few games to be in there at any time, and then when I finish it, it gets moved out, like that kind
Chocobo
of thing.
GP.
Well, don't play Chocobo GP. I hear that game's awful.
Oh, I
Not
was gonna say
play-
play Chocobo GP.
Oh, just get it over with.
Yeah,
Get it over with.
right on.
Trying to think of what I've been meaning to get around to.
Do you own World War Z? What is that Z on there?
That is Corridor Z, free game chain. A lot of these are free game chains.
Ugh.
I feel like Elliot Quest I
Is
would
that-
enjoy.
Do you own Far the Fourth? The something short?
This
Forest.
one, yeah, this one I do actually.
Yeah,
own.
put that on the list. I heard that's good.
Yeah, that's
Which
fair.
is all. That's also on Game Pass if anyone has that.
Yeah, I feel like Elliot Quest I would enjoy as well.
Never.
It's something that I've been meaning to play since like Wii U time.
I don't know
Let's
what
get
that
it.
is.
Yeah.
Trying
Is
to
that
think.
Wolfenstein?
Ghosts. I still want to finish Ghosts and Goblins. I don't believe there is a Wolfenstein. What are you?
What's to the left of what you're on?
Ghost Runner.
Oh, Ghost Runner.
Oh, it's like that looks like a
Yeah,
modern
it
Wolfenstein
does.
cover.
Yeah,
A
it does.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know people like that game.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. I
Yeah.
liked what I saw of it. Trying to think. I still need to like finish like the last part of Kirby Fighters, so I'm gonna put it in there. So I like stopped. Trying to see if there's anything else that I really need to.
Did you play through what is it, Slaughterhouse Junior?
Oh, the Wanpaku Graffiti. The
Yeah.
like, yeah. Yeah, I played through most of
That's
it.
a good game.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually dug that quite a
Yeah,
lot.
I liked it. Every level is inspired by a different like horror movie.
That's
Yeah,
a cool idea.
Yeah.
That's super neat. Oh, this one I actually wanted to play too.
Pushy and
Police.
Pulley and Blockland.
Yeah, it's a.
If I saw that title, I would say I don't want to play that video game.
It's like a top-down Bomberman.
Okay. That sounds
Bomberman in terms of like perspective, it looks
Yeah.
like a maze, and you just have to like put. It's like a puzzle-based.
So it's
thing.
Sokoban.
No, it's a bit different. It's weird. There's enemies and stuff, and like, I don't know.
Got it.
Trying to see if there's anything.
Play Fantasy Zone.
I've played Fantasy Zone.
You should play
before.
Columns too.
I like Columns too.
Yeah, I do
I'm
too.
looking for stuff that's more like this has an obvious completion.
Did you play Stardew yet?
I haven't played Stardew yet.
Put
Actually,
Stardew
I
on
should
the
put
list.
that. I should put that in there.
It's only like
I've been
100
meaning to-
hours.
God, I've been meaning to put that in.
Put it on the
in-
list. Add it.
I'm trying to find it.
Up.
Oh, there it is.
Right.
Okay.
It'll be the best
Sydney
100 hours of your
Hunter.
life so far.
Sydney Hunter, I still need to finish. I'd like to finish that.
Crosswords.
Hey, you have to play Watermelon Party.
Yeah, put Watermelon Party in the list.
Fine, I'll put Watermelon Party in there just so you
Hell
guys
yeah.
can find out what it is. think those are
James,
mostly
back
demos.
to the more important topic. Final Fantasy 14. Does the demo on Steam, is that the free version of the game?
I don't know. According to the Final Fantasy 14 nerds on the server, who are just a wealth of knowledge, I'm so glad that I have them to consult with every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy the Steam version.
Why?
Because the way that Square treats it, the standalone version and the Steam version are two separate clients, and they play together. But if you ever were to get into it to the point that you would want any kind of mods, like UI modifications, the Steam one is always behind when a new patch comes out.
Got it.
Caviar actually told me that if he could buy the game from the Square store again, like buy a whole new copy of it and be able to log into his character, he would, but he can't.
But you can't. Okay, so I'll download the trial. I'm not gonna promise I'll play it. I just want to give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can. I think you can play through all of Heavensward without paying.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. But
which is a lot.
Yeah. The thing is,
no,
I haven't even beaten the MMOs that I love. Even those I'm bad at keeping up with.
Yeah, but
I want to give it a try.
I'm having a great time with it. It's shocking to me how cool it is. It's as someone who's played the vast majority of Final Fantasy games, the amount of stuff in there that's just fan servicey and tastefully done fan service is kind of crazy.
Do you think I'll get less out of it as I don't know many Final Fantasy games?
Maybe.
Do you think I can still enjoy it?
I think that you can still enjoy it because I got, as I've said, invited to a free company that runs a cat girl Hooters, and I'll freak out about something in the free company chat that's a reference to an old Final Fantasy, and half of them in there don't know what I'm talking about. So I assume that there's a plenty of people that play it that don't have any idea what Final Fantasy even is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, other than it's this MMO that they like. And the number 14 doesn't matter to them, you know?
Can I join the Cat Girl Hooters?
Probably.
Wow.
Oh my
Well,
God.
maybe not on the trial version.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the trial version restricts social stuff.
Did they not let trialies in?
What? No. I think the trial version itself restricts social stuff.
Okay.
I think that's to prevent like spam accounts and like gold sellers from.
So they don't call them trialies?
I don't think
Trialies.
I don't think so. No, I don't think they. I don't think they use a weird slur like muggle.
Yeah. I was gonna say that sounds very.
So
Alright.
one of the I want to say a couple other things about it, and then I'll shut up about it for a long time. I promise. The music's incredible. I never played World of Warcraft with the music on. I thought that the music in WoW is like fine, and a couple of the songs, especially the ones that play in like the ends and bars, are pretty good. But other than that, it's pretty generic music. The music in this game is insanely good. I have yet to turn it off and listen to something else while I'm playing it.
Wow.
The second thing is the way that customization of what you're wearing works is so freeform that it kind of blows my mind. Like, World of Warcraft eventually implemented transmog, which is basically, if you've played Monster Hunter Rise or I think World, they have padded armor, or layered armor rather, and it's a similar idea of you have a piece of armor that you like how it looks, but the stats are not good, so you take a better piece of armor and you put that appearance of the armor that you like on the armor that is good, and then you can look however you want. The number of presets that you have for your character to glam on, which is it's glamour is what they call it, and then people call it glam. You have like 15 presets or something like that. They heavily encourage you to use it. And like, you'll be running around town and just see the outfits that people come up with, and it's like really inspirational. Because it's everything from like cat girls in lingerie to like a guy to this dude is dressed like a snowman, and he looks like a snowman, and he's playing a guitar. Because that's the thing bards can do in this game. They get instruments and they can literally play songs on them. Like real songs. Like they have chords and notes and everything that are mapped to buttons.
Oh, wow.
Like the first time I ran into one, I had no idea it was a thing that was in this game. And it was a dude just standing in one of the little towns with a guitar playing Baka Mitai from Yakuza.
Yeah.
Well, it's not from Yakuza. That's an actual song, but it's made famous on the internet by Yakuza.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there in awe at this little dude with a guitar just going do 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 do, just the whole song. It was insane. And also, I guess there's like nightclubs. People go to nightclubs.
I've heard
and this
about
shit,
that.
and they're like live DJs. And I'm like, I gotta get to max level. I gotta get a nightclub outfit, and I have to see what this is. It just encourages so many different kinds of gameplay in a way that WoW never did, and it makes it feel like a living world in a way that WoW never did, you know? Because in WoW, all that mattered was that you did the dungeons or you did the PvP.
Yeah, your
That's all there really was to it. But in a real world, you know, you're gonna have, or a real quote-unquote real fantasy world, you're gonna have your sweaty, weird adventurers that go out and hit things with swords. But you're also going to have the people that are just, they want to dress up like maids and take pictures in front of their, guild house that sells bread or whatever.
Gotta make money.
And I don't know, it's really interesting.
And you pay for it, or you're doing the trial?
I just went ahead and bought it. I was looking at it, and I'm like, I'm probably going to like this. I had one of our FF14 playing veterans in the server do the recruit a friend thing. And I bought the game, and then right after I bought the game, there was a Slick Deals thing where 60-day time cards were on sale for like $10 off or something.
Oh wow.
And I bought 3 of those. And I was like, I'm just going to get a 6-month thing stacked up. That way, Caviar gets his cool like mount or whatever that you get from your friend having 180 days subbed. And yeah, it's very good. Very, very good. Can't believe how good it is. Never thought I'd play another MMO in my life after I quit WoW. But here we are.
So I'm just about done. This last category is stuff that I can kind of pick up and just play for a few minutes at a time. Stuff that I like to kind of go to, or
So
like
that sounds
forget that I have.
so like a demo, you might say.
No, more like, more like.
'Cause I'm just fucking with you.
I know you are.
You
I'm
don't have
more-
to give this a legitimate answer.
I'm more talking stuff that's like I would
Oh, are you still doing that?
put
I
on
forgot about
for
that.
a few moments, and mess with, and then stop. Not really a whole lot in that category, but I figured I'd just kind of take a quick look to see if there's anything like that.
Well, I mean, since things can be in multiple folders, wouldn't like
Yeah.
Tetris 99 and Pac-Man 99 kind of
Yeah.
fit that bill?
Yeah, I agree. I actually forgot about that.
These are just games you play a lot.
They're not necessarily that I play a lot, but like stuff that I can like jump in for a few moments and then kind of
So
kinda
like
move on
Super
to something
Smash
else.
Brothers.
Picross.
Stuff like Picross.
Rhythm games in general, Tycho could go in there.
Yeah, Tycho I think actually should go in there.
Voez.
Vos, yeah, I don't really mess with Vos that much, to be real honest. I'm looking for Pac-Man because I have that around here somewhere.
Oh, it's in the P
Pac-Man.
category.
Well,
yeah,
what have
yes,
you
the
what have
P
you been
category.
playing and doing recently, Clay? Because
Um,
you should tell us. It's
Not really a whole lot. I've been playing through Pokemon Legends still, and by still I mean like incredibly slowly. I haven't touched it in like a week. And I tried the demo for Mad Rat Dead, which that game is super sick. It's a platforming rhythm game by the Disgaea guys, and the soundtrack is very good. Like, it's very, very good.
the game is
and
very weird looking.
It's very strange. It's
It
very
is nothing.
strange.
You say it's by the Disgaea guys, and that is correct.
Yeah,
it
if
is
you
Nipponichi, but I feel
yeah.
like that conjures an image in someone's mind. You need to erase the image that just came up in your mind because it looks nothing like you'd expect a game from the
Yeah.
Disgaea people to look like.
Yeah. So there's that, and of course I played the Kirby demo. We talked about that last week, but beyond that, like, not really too much. I've been kind of busy lately, so it's been you know,
I feel
kind
it.
of just whatever. I think that's it for like quick to play stuff for now, anyway.
Like
Enough.
Mad Rat Dead is not going to get you on any weird lists.
Yeah, it's not
That's
gonna.
good.
Oh wait, don't I have another Dave game? Anyway, Space Dave is cool, and also Super Faust. I just want to talk about this one for a second. I did play that recently. This was used to be a mobile game, like the first one's a mobile game, and I believe they have that one on here too. Pretty much what it is like you're this like chicken by default. I'm actually just gonna we're just gonna end this segment, I think, this episode on that very quickly because it's not really long enough to be its own episode. But first, I guess
Are
we'll
you,
look.
are you gonna launch it?
I'm going to in a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the categories that I made first. So these are the in progress. I
You can
added
organize
some.
the categories. Do you know that?
You can, yeah. I started doing that. This is some of the stuff that I've been meaning to like either finish or start for a while. That's download only. Like somewhere in Ghosts and Goblins, I don't even remember where. Sydney Hunter is very cool too.
Did
So that's-
people like Whipsy?
It's okay.
No. Yeah, because it looked nice,
yeah.
and then I feel like no one talked about it.
The retro one is probably the most organized so far, except for these two. I'll go back and do that later. And we got the Sega Ages because I insisted on it being separate. Local multiplayer stuff, I was looking to see stuff that I had downloaded that, because I never remember what I have and like what like I could pull out at a whim to do stupid multiplayer with. And if you want stupid, Astro Bears Party is the stupidest local multiplayer game.
Do you actually have 2 Mario Karts?
I do not, but you can do it with like
Yeah.
someone else. If someone else has it, it's
Oh.
like put it in there. Gunya Fighter is basically Gang Beasts as a fighting game. It's stupid. This shmup is co-op, I believe. Killer Queen Black obviously is local and online.
Does that say
Virtual
Nip?
Racing.
Does that say Nippon Marathon?
Yeah, this game is weird. It's very weird.
What the fuck?
Moving
Is
Out
that
is
made
like
by white people? I swear to God.
I don't remember who made it, but Moving Out is like overcooked, but like not as good.
It's okay.
Yeah. Timberman Versus is super sick though. I do legitimately recommend that game. It's
You should
actually
get
pretty
Overcooked.
sick.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I do have Overcooked. I just have it physical.
Oh,
But-
physical games don't go in here.
Correct. I am only putting download games in here. These ones are primarily online games, stuff that I would be popping in to play online. Like, I'll probably never play Brawlhalla again. I'll probably uninstall it even, but stuff like Bomberman Online or Tetris or Pac-Man, Fantasy Strike, Rocket League, Drawful, like that kind of stuff.
You don't
So
have
you're-
Oh, never mind.
You're gonna
Which game?
uninstall Brawlhalla, but not like Splatoon 2 Test Fire.
Correct. That's how much I don't like Brawlhalla. This was the massive demos thing. I know I missed a ton in here. I have to go back and see which ones I missed. Special demos is more like companion software. So like being able to play Pac-Man versus if someone else
This
has it,
category
being able
makes
to
me
play this.
mad.
Chocobo GP is light, for the record, and Guest Pass is like another one of those.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
the DS download play category for the most part,
So
except for
this
this.
category makes me furious because you said NSO wasn't big enough for a category,
Yeah, I know.
yet these things were.
Yep, that's correct. Well, no. The one I said that wasn't big enough for its own category was Oh, wait, no, it was NSO. You're right.
NSO and Arcade Archives could probably be their own categories.
They probably could. I'm okay with them as they are. I threw some apps in here because I forgot that I had some. I do have Nico downloaded.
Nice.
Pokemon TV, Pokemon. Most of these are Pokemon, and everyone's favorite, Animal Crossing.
Well, you're missing Hulu.
Good. I don't use Hulu. I don't. Yeah, I don't use Hulu.
Do
This
you
is
use
some of the promo
Pokemon
stuff.
TV channel?
I use it more than I would use Hulu.
Okay.
These are mostly outdated things, but there's a couple of special software in there too. This is probably going to get moved closer to the front, but these are a lot of the ones that I like to
Oh,
hop
it just
in
occurred to me.
for a bit. What?
This is actually on topic for the show too. I wonder if Kamiya knows about the folders.
He does. Everyone added him on Twitter about it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
very
He like
funny.
put a retweet. He put like a tweet that was just like his timeline of like 10 people telling him. He's like, I will try it. But yeah, so this game, Super Faust 2, is it was originally a mobile game. Got a sequel. That is loud as hell.
Yeah, it's a lot of you can hear it through the.
Is that any better?
No, it's not. Just turn the volume
know.
off.
Yeah. Anyway, I adjusted it on the recording end so that people can hear the game at least. So this game is very simple, but it's super fun. So it's like other mobile games where you get coins and you can upgrade your character. You can get different characters and stuff like that, but it's a very simple game. These are just skins, pretty much. And then the actual upgrades are like, getting extra health and stuff. But when you start the game, I'll start Area 1 just because it's easier. Each stage, you basically have to kill all the enemies and then go into the exit. It's pretty simple. But the way that you control the game is you can hop left or you can hop right diagonally. And that's it. And then you do get an upgrade that lets you like ground pound. But you want to try to get as many of the different coins as possible. And it's just a very pleasant.
So you just
simple
fire
game.
automatically.
Yeah, so the upgrades that you get that fire like missiles and stuff, those are just automatic. There are secret areas in certain places too that you can find by bumping your face against the wall. You have a certain limited amount of health, and when you kill all the enemies, you get to go into a hole. and it goes into the next wave. After a certain number of waves, there's an actual like boss. And there's also items that enemies drop that, like, there's weird interactive stuff like springs and whatnot. There's stuff that enemies drop that let you get, like, power-ups for, like, a limited amount of time. Again, it's a very, like, simple game, but it's fun to just do a run of it. Have the explosive crates that just blow everything up. And, like, that was it for Area 2. But as you get further in the game, you get different checkpoints that you can start at. Whoops. And pretty much like the game changes like actual zones after a while, and new obstacles and stuff like that are introduced. You get stuff like these pipes here, where they work exactly like you might think. They get harder and more complex. I don't know if I can quit a round. It's cool that it lets you save it. Yeah, I can't quit the round to show you the later stuff because it takes a while to get there, but it's a fun game. And then there's like pinball flippers and shit. There's that kind of cannon that'll shoot when you push the button again. You can set enemies
like
on
a Donkey
fire.
Kong cannon.
Can you like kill yourself real quick?
Yeah. So once you actually die, blow myself up. There's bees that'll attack enemies. Okay. Oh, I didn't die from that. That's a hidden area, for example, that'll have like a treasure trove of coins. Next screen. Oh, here we go. I can kill myself there. So you eventually die. It's like, hey, this is what you got. Your high score. It'll keep track of all that. And then it'll bring you to the upgrade screen usually, and that's where you can put coins into stuff like being able to carry extra items, coin magnets. The egg bomb thing kind of upgrades. The rockets kind of upgrade your max health. And then there's the little body slam. But when you start, it'll let you, like, depending on how far you have gotten into the full game, because there is an end. It's just very long. You can start, like, at certain checkpoints. So, this is a slightly more difficult and more complex example, I guess. Like, here's an item. I don't know what it does. I don't really remember what it does. I don't know what these little crystals do. And you have enemies that are more dangerous, like this thing. You can only attack its head. You'll have stages where you have to find keys to go into certain areas by killing certain enemies. It's variations of like the same thing, but like it's randomly generated. Like each stage is randomly generated, so it's not like
a rogue
every time you play, it's not exactly the same. So like now I have the key, so I can go through.
That is the Mario World key.
Yeah.
They stole that.
There's like rocks that you can find. Something that's fun is if depending on where the hole like spawns, you can roll a rock into it, and if you roll a rock into it, you get like a thing pops out of it, like a score bonus, and like coins and stuff. It's very satisfying to knock rocks in there. This little dude shows up sometimes once you beat a stage. He's like a
treasure
thief.
goblin.
Yeah, he's a treasure goblin. You can smack him for a while.
That looks like a ninja.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's very simple.
It's cute.
But like it's super fun, and there's a lot of weird like that thing. I think just it pushes you.
Speaking of weird simple games like this with upgrades and stuff.
That was what that item did, I guess.
I also won't have other time to talk about Vampire Survival on the podcast. It's a Steam game for $3 where you just auto attack enemies and get upgrades. But it's extremely fun and well worth the $3. I think I have like over 10 hours in it.
That's
wonderful.
cool.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't gotten around to trying it yet though.
But it's a great like podcast game.
Yeah.
Put on a nice podcast or audiobook and have a good time.
That's pretty much it. You get a ground pound too if you want to like charge something. Like if I go up to top these guys and just hit that button, I'll just like fly down. There's a lot. The enemies are weird in this game.
That was an upgrade that you purchased, that ground pound.
Yeah, it's one that you get very early, so it's kind of like part of your normal moveset. And there's different items or whatever that I accidentally unleashed last time. That guy I have not seen before.
It's a big boy.
Oh, you can get in the robot?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I did not know this was a thing. So, yeah, I
They're
guess
kind
you
of
can...
a like Meat Boy feel almost to its enemy design.
There's that thing destroyed the pipe too, which is kind of funny. I wonder what happens if I can drop this in this hole. know, it's too big.
Yeah, I bet it's too big to fit through the next level screen too.
Yeah, it'll probably just kick me out of it when I go. But yeah, it's pretty charming. There's Super Faust 1 and Faust 2. Oh, I didn't lose it.
Yeah.
And this one is just kind of like more of the same, but like with new stuff like this robot. I played 1 on mobile a lot. I want to see if this thing has health. It does have its own health. Yeah. But yeah, well, that's actually kind of cool that you can pilot a mech. But it's still the same controls. It's just, you know, you're just in a giant thing with saw blades instead. There's daily challenges and stuff too. So I don't know what happened there, but everything just blew up immediately.
Damn. Well, that's cool.
You can set stuff on fire. That's a bomb that I missed. You know, it's all that kind of stuff. I think there's a rock up here that you can push around. And if the hole like opens, oh, I just blew it up with the robot. Normally you can't blow it up. So you know, okay, now it blew up and back to my lonesome. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's Super Faust. Kick around their dead bodies. Yeah, Super Faust 2. It's like, I forget how much it is.
I was gonna say, was this like one of the dog food games?
So normally it commands a slightly higher price point, but it goes on sale like really often for like cheap. I want to say I paid $2 for this. I think regularly it's like 10 for some reason, which I don't really understand.
Wow.
Yeah,
I feel like 5 would be very good.
Yeah,
don't quote me on that. I'm not like 100% sure, but for like $2,
I can just
Super Faust 2. Hey, here we go. Look, a new. This is one of the bosses. I haven't gotten this far yet. So
it's free on Android.
Yeah, that sounds right.
$4 on Steam.
There's also currently a big Square Enix sale on 3DS, which is cool.
Oh wow, you're right, dude. It's $10 normally. It's $2.
Yeah.
It's $2 right now.
Yeah, I don't really know why.
Oh, I guess the sale is mostly for Switch games, but there's a few 3DS games which are on sale. So.
It's rated T for
there's a lot of blood.
Yeah, for all that violence.
Is your character supposed to be a chicken? I thought he was a little radish.
So I have the radish character selected right now, but the normal character, the default character is the chicken. Yeah, there's a ton of different options that you can unlock. Let me see if I can.
I didn't even like put it together that it was blood. That it was leaving behind. I figured it was just like radish juice. Oh, cool.
There's a possum.
Is Final Fantasy Explorers a good game?
I've heard it's mid.
You
can be the dude.
I've never played it. I think it's like a Monster Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I only asked because there's those games on sale. And there's Curtain Call is on sale, which I'll probably grab.
Idiot fish.
The only problem with Curtain Call is that if you ever want to buy the DLC, it's a very tedious process.
Is it expensive or just tedious?
Both, I feel like.
I don't remember how expensive it was, but I remember having to download each song individually.
Yeah, that sounds right. Did they not have like packs or anything like that?
I don't think they do.
Good. But yeah, so that was a bunch of crap. Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'm curious to see what other people will do for their categories. They might be more creative than I am.
They'll probably be more
logical than I am.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I got. And yeah, that's kind of it. So thanks for hanging. And we've got some brief housekeeping. There's nintendopipeline.wordpress.com for our Undead community blog. Discord server invite is there as well, or you can do discord.gg/nintendopipeline. We also have video stuff showing up on Spotify now, so you can see this in video form on either Spotify or YouTube, and otherwise you'll be listening to this on something else. So please consider following or subscribing on any of those platforms.
Well, why not?
Yeah, why not? Did I miss anything?
I guess just in the future we'll be doing a Kirby episode, but probably not next week, just because We'll need some
Yeah,
more
yeah.
time to play it.
No one's gonna
Yeah.
finish it by next week. Yeah.
So we'll figure
Yeah.
out something for next week, and then maybe Kirby, depending on how long the game is, the week after, or the week after that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Within 3 weeks, we'll do Kirby.
I saw someone in the server mention that they saw some like extended thing or something or a menu or something, and they said it looked pretty meaty.
Oh wow! So maybe
No, that's cool.
maybe it'll be a bit. Well,
There's
we'll
still
play it by
that
ear. We don't
we're
wanna
still
rush.
gonna do that 3DS eShop episode
yeah,
at some
yeah,
point
we
too,
yeah.
and get that
That'd be
done
good.
at some point. If you guys are looking for last recommendations,
Yeah, because there's some good sales on right now, so it'd be a good.
yeah,
Time to do
good
it.
sales and stuff that's going away forever. So, yeah. Besides that, thank you guys for being here with me.
Yeah,
And
thank
that's
you.
it. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye. Cut.